On an unprecedented expedition, a group of specialized researchers and divers made a discovery that could rewrite the history of humanity. In the heart of one of Egypt's greatest pyramids, they identified a hidden passage, carefully concealed for centuries. The narrow, dark corridor led to a series of labyrinthine tunnels that seemed endless. Equipped with state-of-the-art technology, the team advanced slowly, exploring every detail of the walls engraved with yet undeciphered symbols. After hours of exploration, the team reached a monumental chamber whose grandeur was unimaginable. At its center, a deep well seemed to vanish into darkness, emitting a mysterious echo with every sound produced. With caution, the divers descended, discovering that the structure led to a submerged chamber, flooded with crystal-clear waters that reflected strange inscriptions on the walls. The atmosphere was laden with an ancient mystery, as if something was waiting to be revealed. Inside the submerged chamber, the explorers encountered a vision that defied logic. Gigantic sarcophagi, carved from solid stone, rested at the bottom of the underground lake. Some were sealed, while others appeared to have been breached millennia ago. The intricate details on the lids depicted humanoid figures with unknown features, suggesting a lost lineage. The scientists and historians present could barely contain their excitement upon realizing they were facing a relic that could redefine the understanding of ancient civilizations. The surprises did not end there. Scattered throughout the site, enormous sphinxes, sculpted from a material resembling alabaster, partially emerged from the water. Their expressions seemed to convey hidden messages, like guardians of an impenetrable secret. The researchers began collecting water and rock samples, trying to determine the phenomenon's origin. Preliminary analyses indicated that the structure might have been built long before the known Egyptian dynasties, raising questions about its true origins. Along the submerged walls, enigmatic inscriptions depicted events absent from any historical record. Representations of stellar figures seemed to indicate connections with the cosmos, suggesting that the builders of this passage might have had advanced knowledge of astronomy and mathematics. The discovery of unknown tools and objects reinforced the theory that this lost civilization possessed technology far beyond what was imagined for its time. The team decided to advance further, investigating the sealed sarcophagi. Using imaging technology, they detected the presence of something inside, but the complexity of the material prevented an immediate analysis. Discussions among archaeologists, historians, and engineers intensified, as opening one of these sarcophagi could forever alter the narrative of human history. The dilemma between preserving the integrity of the discovery or exploring its contents became an ethical and scientific question of enormous significance. As the investigations deepened, the researchers found a secondary tunnel leading to yet another, even more enigmatic chamber. Inside, a massive statue of a being with hybrid characteristics, part human, part animal, dominated the space. At its base, a partially deteriorated inscription seemed to reveal a name or a date, but it was incomplete. The feeling that they were facing something transcendental grew with each new discovery, and debates about the origin and purpose of these structures became increasingly heated. With the initial disclosure of the discovery, theories began to emerge worldwide. Some believed this could be a remnant of a civilization predating Egypt, possibly the legendary Atlantis, or even a race of extraterrestrial origin. While experts worked to analyze every detail, governments and archaeological institutions debated how to proceed without disturbing the delicate balance of the find. What else could be hidden in the depths of this pyramid? Could this be humanity's greatest secret, waiting to be unveiled? Among the shadows of the newly discovered chamber, an unexpected glow caught the team's attention. At the far end of the room, partially covered by millennia-old sediment, pedestal adorned with unknown symbols held a peculiar object. It was a circular metallic artifact, emitting a faint pulse of bluish light. The texture of its surface bore no resemblance to any known metal, and its composition intrigued the scientists. Theories multiplied. Could it be an ancient mechanism, a ritualistic device, or perhaps something that defied the limits of human knowledge? As the archaeologists analyzed the artifact, one of the divers noticed an unusual water current moving near the base of the hybrid statue. Upon closer examination, they discovered a hidden passage submerged there, sealed by an incredibly precise rock structure. With the help of specialized equipment, they managed to remove part of the barrier, revealing a tunnel extending even deeper. The feeling that they were on the verge of uncovering a secret lost to the centuries was palpable. The decision to proceed was not easy, but the team knew that this moment could redefine concepts about the past. Moving through the tunnel, they found an incredibly well-preserved corridor, with walls adorned with luminescent inscriptions that seemed to respond to human presence. As they walked, the images on the walls depicted scenes of enigmatic rituals, imposing figures manipulating spheres of light, and representations of celestial bodies aligned with astonishing precision. It was a true enigma encoded within the very foundations of this unknown civilization. At the end of the corridor, a monumental door stood tall, made of a material similar to basalt, but featuring intricate details suggesting an advanced level of technical knowledge. With no obvious way to open it, the researchers turned to the artifact they had previously found. As they brought it closer to the door, a faint hum filled the air, and slowly, the structure began to move. What was revealed beyond the passage made everyone hold their breath. A vast circular chamber, with a starry sky projected on the ceiling and a central altar, where a humanoid figure sculpted from pure crystal red. The discovery defied all known logic. The figure, incredibly detailed, bore noble features and a serene expression, as if it had been waiting for this moment for millennia. In its hands, it held a small glowing sphere, its composition entirely unknown. One of the researchers noticed that the glow pulsed in sync with their own heartbeat, as if the object were reacting to human presence. The connection between this relic and the rest of the structure remained a mystery, but one thing was certain. They were standing before something that could forever alter the understanding of ancient civilizations. As they debated their next steps, news of the discovery leaked to the outside world. The repercussions were immediate, attracting the interest of governments, secret societies, and even conspiracy theorists. Some argued that the revelation of this knowledge should be controlled, while others demanded full disclosure. The research team, now under intense pressure, knew that every decision they made would have unimaginable consequences. What they chose to do next could determine the future of archaeology, and possibly the fate of humanity. The weight of their discovery pressed heavily on the researchers. The chamber's air felt thick with an unspoken tension, as if they had stepped beyond the boundaries of human history into something. The luminescent constellation on the ceiling subtly shifted, aligning into a new pattern as the team stood in awe. Was this a mere illusion, a trick of the light, or an indication of an unknown mechanism reacting to their presence? The humanoid figure, carved from pure crystal, held the sphere with an almost reverent posture. One of the scientists, a specialist in ancient languages, hesitated before reaching out to examine the object. As their fingers hovered near the artifact, the pulsing intensified, matching the rhythm of their heartbeat. It was as if the sphere was alive, attuned to something beyond the material world. A low vibration spread through the chamber, resonating in their bones. Some of the inscriptions along the walls illuminated, revealing sequences of symbols that no known civilization had recorded. The lead archaeologist quickly documented the glyphs, knowing that their translation could unlock secrets never before conceived. But time was running out. The outside world was already aware of their discovery, and soon, the forces of power and control would descend upon them. A heated discussion broke out among the researchers. Should they extract the artifact for further study, risking irreversible consequences? Or should they leave everything untouched, preserving the mystery for future generations? But before a consensus could be reached, an unexpected event shattered their deliberation. The crystal figure's eyes flickered with light. It was impossible. A statue, an ancient relic, should not exhibit any sign of life. And yet, before them, the humanoid's serene expression seemed to shift almost imperceptibly, as if acknowledging their presence. The sphere in its hands radiated a stronger glow, casting soft reflections across the chamber's walls. Suddenly, the celestial map projected above them pulsed, shifting again into a different configuration. One of the astrophysicists gasped as they recognized the alignment. It was not from the present day, but a star map from thousands of years in the past. It was a precise representation of the sky from an era long before recorded history. A realization struck them like lightning. Whatever force had built this place, it had left behind not just relics, but instructions, perhaps even a message. The symbols that had appeared along the walls began to change, reorganizing themselves in a sequence that suggested movement, as if guiding them deeper into the unknown. Then, without warning, the pedestal beneath the crystal figure began to lower, disappearing slowly into the ground. A hidden mechanism had been activated. A passageway revealed itself beneath the altar, spiraling downward into what seemed to be an even older part of the structure. The air was thick with anticipation. If they stepped forward, there would be no turning back. They had already uncovered something the world was not prepared to understand. With a final glance at each other, the team made their decision. Carrying their equipment, they advanced into the unknown, leaving behind the Chamber of Stars and stepping into the depths of an ancient enigma, one that had waited untold millennia to be uncovered.